This is going to be one of those bitter hard true facts that most people know but cannot or will not admit. And also nobody seems to be talking about this except maybe a few red pill coaches and YouTube influencers. I'm going to be 100% honest about this and try to look at this from an objective point of view. I'm sorry, ugly people, but ugly people cannot live life to the fullest, and it's not just about dating. Stay tuned, I'll tell you why. People hate the idea that they're not in control, and they usually turn a blind eye towards the facts that are not in their favor. Just think about these two popular beliefs among people, like money doesn't buy happiness or personality is more important than looks. But the harsh reality of life is laughing at your face. And that harsh reality is that attractive people are living easier and more fulfilling lives, and you are probably not. Here's how and why. I'm sorry, but this is the truth. Number one is better quality partners. Generally speaking, attractive people have better looking and richer partners. It's obvious. Now, in the case of women, we already know that. But for men, hardly anybody mentions this. And it's been kept under wraps for so long. But there's a catch. With modern solutions like makeup and various cosmetic surgeries and procedures, it's more difficult to find an ugly woman. So generally speaking, most women are found attractive by men, whereas only 10% of men are found attractive by women, and the rest of men are average looking at best. Clearly, you can see that attractive and good looking men are harder to come by. So women would be at least more accepting and open towards them, if not actively chasing them. And I really mean it. Some women actively chase attractive and good looking men. In fact, looks are so important that they usually beat money and status in terms of dating. Just take a look at Leonardo DiCaprio and Jeff Bezos in this picture. There's hardly anyone richer than Jeff Bezos, but look how bad his wife is digging DiCaprio. A simple Tinder experiment would also prove this to you, as many have done so previously. Just check out this guy's Tinder experiment to see how important looks are in dating. Number two is better social life. It is not a coincidence that less attractive people are more likely to be introverts and antisocial. But the worst part is that society usually blames them for being too lazy to have active social lives. But the truth is, attractive people are seen as more approachable by others. Therefore, more conversations are initiated by people around them rather than themselves. And this is important. Imagine not having to be the initiator of conversations 90% of the time, and not having to deal with the stress of being rejected or ignored, even by other straight members of your own gender. I know a good sense of humor can make up for the lack of looks in your social life, but it is a difficult skill acquired over long years, and you can't just instantly turn into a stand-up comedian. For attractive people, both men and women, no matter the age, it is easier to have more active social lives, and that's a bit hard to swallow for most people. Number three is more opportunities. It's quite difficult to find successful but unattractive singers or actors. In fact, there's a reason why some artists find success easier and faster than others, and that's because of looks. There's actually many examples of celebrities who wouldn't have made it so far if they didn't have the looks. Now, I'm not denying their acting skills, but you can't simply overlook this critical factor. The best part is that it's not just in cinema and visual entertainment industries that looks matter. Clients and business partners tend to trust attractive people easier and faster, even without knowing it themselves, because it happens on a subconscious level. Thanks to evolution, our brains are hardwired into believing that beautiful people are more trustworthy. Number four is more money. Imagine yourself as an entrepreneur or a CEO who wants to give promotion to an employee, and you have only two candidates. Both have the same skills and achievements. Which one do you think you are more likely to give that promotion to? You have already subconsciously made your decision to give it to the more attractive guy, and now you're looking for excuses to justify it. Like the one time 3 years ago that the less attractive guy came to work late. Of course, this isn't 100% true, but the reality is not far from it. In fact, studies show that attractive people on average make more money than less attractive people during their careers. Number 5 is self-image and confidence. A pretty face doesn't just excite others, it also makes you feel better about yourself and feel more confident. Forget about all those sweet slogans like beauty is on the inside and whatnot. Those are only made to make some people feel a bit more relaxed about themselves. In reality, the better you look, the more confident you will feel, and it will show. Others are going to notice that confident energy for sure. It will also improve your quality of life and life satisfaction. Number 6 is more fun. When you look better than most people, when you have an active social life, when you are more wanted by members of the opposite sex, when you make more money and feel more confident about yourself, you are more likely to seek out fun activities, and I mean real fun activities. Things like exotic vacations and parties with cool people. That's how you truly make the most out of life. This might sound a bit controversial since everyone has their own opinion on what it means to be happy or how to have fun. But if you ask me, I would say nothing beats a beach holiday in Florida when you have some abs and a pretty face to show off. Number 7 is social media algorithm. If you take a quick look at applications like TikTok and Instagram, you will soon realize that these applications and their algorithm reward good-looking users. This means that it's a lot easier for them to garner more views and go viral, which again will expose them to more possible partners and assumably more income. Being famous also makes you instantly more attractive to other people. Look, after all, not everybody is born with a pretty face. And a lot of being beautiful is about genetics, which is something we can't control, unfortunately. But the good news is, with the latest technologies and advancements in the fields of cosmetic procedures and surgeries, there's a lot you can change about yourself nowadays. Even if you can't afford it, you can go to other countries with weaker currencies and take advantage of your strong currency if you live in a Western country like the US. You could also start hitting the gym and get closer to your dream physique. Look, I know, I told you already not everybody is born beautiful, but you could at least try to change something about yourself and fight your genetics if you don't have good genetics. I believe that life is a gift, and we should at least try to make the most out of it.